Fam over.
Fam, what's good? What's good? It's your boy Thal, FamOverTV. I appreciate everybody tapping into the channel, showing love, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, stopping by. I appreciate every last one of y'all, whatever you're doing. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is always advised. Salute to everybody already in the building. What's up, DJ Buddha? On y'all way in, please make sure you hit that like button for me. And make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Also, I put up there a link to my other channel. I'm starting my other channel up, podcasting over there, vlogging, showing more of my personal life. You can follow that channel if you want to check out some of that content. Also, if you know anybody that got an intriguing story or just an intriguing person that you think could be good for an interview or anything, send them my way. You know what I'm saying? I'm just now starting a podcast up over there. So I'm looking for people to interview and speak with. But we're going to get to this content, y'all. We got some good content today. More crazy stories, but I ain't going to hold y'all up. Let's get straight into it. And let's go, y'all.
They arguing for me. Every one of y'all. And you don't see, y'all don't even know who we are, dude. But you're going to find out. I promise you, you're going to find out real quick. You don't know who this is. Do you know who this is? Do anybody know who this is? Look him up. Terrence Howard. What from the University of Alabama. Look, come on. They looking through the window. They looking through the window laughing. Come on. They came in here to try to call. They came in here to try to call him, but his heart was still beating, so they left out of here. Come on, baby. Come on. They keep Come on. Look. They turned it back on. They turned the air. They turned it back on. They turned it back on. They turned it back on. Turn them loose when they turned it back on. Look, they turned it back on. They playing with it. So we got you. We got so when you turned it on. They playing with the app. They came loose. We got it on video. Yeah. Everybody watching. Everybody watching. Yeah. We from Texas. We're not from here. We don't play like that. I know they.
But wait, before all of this, what did they tell you? That we usually get
he said that they get a lot of out of state trauma.
All of them come
They come right here.
This right here, y'all, I don't know if y'all heard about this story. This is a story about this ex-football player, Terrence Howard. I guess they was somewhere else. I don't know. I think in South Carolina or North Carolina, somewhere else. But they from Texas, and he had got into an accident, and they was basically refusing to work on him in the hospital, and he still had a heartbeat and everything, and they was turning off the machines and everything. They was doing a lot of stuff, but it's just a crazy story. So this was going on. They said they was trying to steal his organs or something, and it's a crazy story, but we go watch it and check it out, y'all. What's up, son of God? Frank, what's good, fam? Good to see you. Ain't seen you in a minute. Bristol boy, JB, what's good? Dennis, what's good?
We think it's a rink that run all the way down. They kept asking me who called me. They kept asking me who called me. My son got caught up and this is the organ for me because they told me that it's easier for them to let him herniate. They don't want to save my child. It's easy for him to do that and for them to take.
Ain't that crazy though? They in the hospital and his parents, his father, whatever, is like trying to bring him back and pumping his heart and everything. Like, why they in the hospital? Like this, I like crazy world we in, y'all.
Yes,
what's up, Truth Lady Kano?
He never goes without ID.
in his car, he had what was it? An ID
He from Alabama.
To the point where the peace and
Ain't no peace in this.
no, I'm talking about.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But like us coming. Yeah, we gotta agree.
Hold on. When were you ever not called? When I called y'all, when were y'all there? How do we know that they real? They might be a part of it. And you can hear me. Come on, Dr. Herman. Who is Dr. Herman? That's who it is. That's the head demon in charge. That's who you see. He wants his organs. He wants his organs.
They said that it was better for him.
In 2013, they did the same thing. In 2013, they had, or they, this is an organ trafficking company right here. It's a private organization and they traffic organs.
He got caught up in something.
Damn.
Come on. He came in and I watched him pump something in him twice.
Yeah.
He said it was just saline.
Yeah.
Come on, doctor.
I'm not leaving my son. No, I'm not leaving my son. They want his organs. I was trying to get the phone.
This is what it is. They have to begin to prepare the body.
Ain't his heart is still beating. His heart is still beating. They got to prove his heart ain't beating. They got to prove.
What it is, they have to begin to prepare the body.
They're asking to take property, refusing to do so.
Are y'all getting this? They're saying we're trespassing. They want me to leave my brother in here with all of them. They just bust in here with officers and they're saying we are trespassing. They're asking all of us to leave my brother in here with them.
Never showed up.
Okay, I'm FaceTiming you right now.
No, we ain't gonna go back for it. No, we ain't gonna go back for it.
He's breathing. Look, he's breathing.
He is breathing, man.
Look,
His
he's
heart.
breathing.
Y'all see it and y'all see it.
Look, man.
Why do you reach to look?
What? And he was breathing? Man, what the man, this shit crazy right here, y'all.
Come on, because if they put your hands,
Okay. Don't put your hands on me though. Don't show
Yes,
up.
sir.
So
We
remember
still
that.
alive.
Remember that. They all participated in it. Each one of them. Y'all got their names. Y'all got their names. You got yourself. Where's my they let my son die. Okay.
They wanted his organs.
Wake up for him, son. They don't get their organs. They put one cut on him. I promise you, God, it's gonna be a problem. Let's go. Get my stuff right there, man.
They're saying we have to leave first.
Now he said we got to leave the premises with our child in this building. That's what he told me.
Leave my child in here because they don't promise his organs.
Yeah, boy, I'm gonna tell you right now. Come on.
His heart was beating, JB. You heard it on the machine. I'm gonna just go back a little bit, y'all. Then I'll forward it back, man. Let me go listen.
they're in here with all of them. They just bust in here with officers and they're saying we are trespassing. Twice.
Yeah.
He said it was just saline.
Yeah.
Come on, doctor.
I'm not leaving my son. No, I'm not leaving my son. They want his organs. I was trying to get the phone.
This is what it is. They have to begin to prepare the body.
Ain't his heart is still beating. His heart is still beating. They got to prove his heart ain't beating. They got to prove.
What it is, they have to begin to prepare the body.
They're asking to take property, refusing
Wow.
With a healthy amount of
In this building. That's what he told me.
Leave my child in here because they don't promise his organs.
Yeah, boy, I'm gonna tell you right now. Come on. We're gonna sue the city, everybody. I promise you. When I come back with who I come back with, y'all gonna just go on and get you another career. I promise you.
You guys, I have been at this all day, and I approached this whole case with a healthy amount of skepticism and some wiggle room. I didn't make any determinations, but I am telling you, after all that I've done today and all that I've seen and all that I've researched, I am now convinced that the hospital, yes, did intentionally unalive Terrence Howard in order to take his organs. I'm not going to show any footage because it keeps getting flagged, so I'm just going to tell you guys everything that actually happened because I watched all 40 minutes of the live. But as you watch the rest of this video, I need you to keep in mind this one thing. The hospital that Terrance was at is only one of 6 in the U.S. with its own hospital-based organ procurement program, meaning that it's only...
Oh, so that's the hospital they be going to. That's where the organs and they getting all the organs at in that hospital right there. Wow. Man, this is crazy. I was wondering like why they so adamant about getting his organs or whatever, but that's what they specialize in, probably. Man, oh my God, this is so sad.
One of 6 hospitals in this entire country that has a hospital in which they can get organs and then immediately take them in for transplant. And they are approved to transplant heart, kidney, pancreas, and liver. Now, Terrance was checked into the hospital under the name John Doe because they claimed that he didn't have any ID on him. However, the police were able to find the family and inform them that their son had been in an accident, and they were in North Carolina by that day. When they arrived at the hospital, the staff asked multiple times who called them, but the staff already knew Terrance's name, even though he was technically a John Doe. By day 2, they were pressuring them into donating his organs, saying that it could save 5 lives, and they kept pressuring them over and over again for days.
So first they said they didn't know who he was. He was a John Doe. but they end up contacting his family somehow, some way. Then they said when the family came in, they already knew his name and all this and everything. So if he didn't have a license and they didn't know who he was and everything, like how? Like how would they even? Man, this shit crazy. And I'm pretty sure this didn't happen plenty of times. The stories that we never heard about. People go into the hospital and they do something to them, and next thing you know, we don't hear nothing else about them. Think about all the other Jane Does and John Does and everything. They probably got so many Jane Does and John Does and just wrote them off and just took their organs, man. This crazy, y'all. This a cruel ass world we living in, y'all.
But they refused to show any sort of scans of his brain to the family. The family, already feeling like something wasn't right and they wanted their son closer to home, were starting to try and get him transferred to a hospital in Houston. The nurses told the family that they don't do transfers, which is a load of crap. They kept making comments to the family about how he has great lungs and that he's so healthy. Then when they found a hospital to transfer Terrance to, that was when the doctors told them that they weren't going to transfer him without the medical records. Something that is very easy to get between hospitals, but harder to get if you're a civilian just trying to get it for the records. Then the hospital said that they were going to take Terrance off the ventilator after 72 hours, no matter what, which is illegal. That's when the family started contacting lawyers and trying to get them to help. They were telling the lawyers that they thought that this hospital was trying to purposely unalive their son a whole week before any of this happened. Now at this point, Terrance is stable. He is not brain dead. He doesn't have a do not resuscitate, none of that. And at one point is holding his mother's hand, crying and shaking his legs. He was even having bowel movements that the nurses were not even documenting in the charts.
What? He was holding his mother's hand and shaking his legs and everything. And they talking about 72 hours. They taking him off and it ain't even no explanation of this. There's definitely some crooked shit going on. Like, how can you explain this? Man.
But he wasn't having bowel movements for almost a week because they weren't feeding him. At this point, an inside source was saying that the hospital was hiring lawyers about this situation. Again, before anything had even happened to Terrance. Then on Monday the 29th, they gave them, again, 72 hours before they were going to turn off the ventilator, telling the family that either they get those records together or they were going to turn off the ventilator after 72 hours, which again is not legal. And again, getting the records, the family has no control over it. They're doing the best they can. The day that Terrance died was the day that the 72 hours was up, but they got the records, and they said literally minutes after they got the record was when he started to crash. The parents went downstairs, right? And then the sister was left alone in the room with him. That's when a nurse named Sam came in and he gave Terrance 2 different hand-pumped IVs, saying it was medicine for his blood pressure.
Oh my God. I seen a series, like a couple episodes, a series or something on TV about some crooked shit that was going on with some nurses back in the day, and they was doing something like putting something into the IVs that was basically unaliving people and everything, but you would never know how they was unalive because it was like it was hard to detect it or whatever. They'd do something with the IVs or something, but hearing this is bringing me right back to that, thinking about that situation and everything. Man, this shit horrible, y'all. This shit horrible. Yeah, like somebody said in the chat, man, if you got organ donor on your license or whatever, man, get that off. Take that off and everything, man. Definitely. Because believe it or not, you definitely worth more when you're dead. That's why they be trying to unalive so many people.
The sister had a gut feeling that something wasn't right, so she goes to call her parents, and the nurse, Sam, leaves the room, then realizes that he forgot the medicine bag and runs back in and grabs it. So they couldn't even see what they had given him. And as the parents are getting the phone call from the daughter, they're rushing inside. And they said that a staff member, as they ran past them, literally called somebody and said that the parents were coming back in. I just realized how long this video is getting, and I still have so much more to get through. So I'm going to upload a part 2, okay? All right.
Appreciate that super chat, JB. JB said we are all worth more dead than alive. The equation is to pay more tax into each year than it is worth. Yes. Definitely. Appreciate that super chat, JB. Most definitely. And then I see like somehow, some way, our chat is being censored right now because I seen Truth Lady say something, but it didn't pop up on my chat on the screen and everything. But I seen her say that the Rothschilds had at least Rothschild had at least 3 heart transplants during the time all those young black men were murdered by cops and everything. So I don't know why they censoring that, didn't put it on the screen, but it's crazy. I don't know what's going on, y'all, but this is a sad situation. Sad to hear, y'all.
Right, part 2 of what happened to Terrence Howard and why I think that this hospital did, in fact, try to unalive him to take his organs. So after the nurse comes back to retrieve the bag of medicine that was for blood pressure, then the parents join the sister in the room with Terrence along with his girlfriend and what I think is her dad or like a coach or something. I'm not sure. But the other guy in the room that we've seen is with the family because he even tries to do CPR at points. Within minutes of this mysterious IV being administered, that's when Terrence's blood pressure begins to drop. Now, the doctors come in and they do start performing life-saving measures. But according to the family, Dr. Andrew Herman called off the nurses and the doctors and told them to stop doing anything. At that point, they turned off his machines and left the room and they declared him dead. But the family could see that he still had a heartbeat and he was breathing without the ventilator. So they run out and they try to convince people to come back in and help them when another nurse named Cole comes in and turns the ventilator back on. Then the doctor calls the nurse out of the room and another nurse named Nicholas comes back in and turns the ventilator off again. The nurse wrote down on Terrence's chart that Herman had instructed the staff not to do anything. That's when everybody jumps in and they start trying to do CPR to keep the blood flow going through the body and not actually cause brain death. The family tries to call the police to force them to do something, but the police said that they can't because it's a private hospital. Meanwhile, the staff is literally outside of the room waiting for the family to leave, laughing at them. At one point, they send a chaplain in, and the family kicks the chaplain out of the room. Again, Terrence still is breathing and has a heartbeat. As the family's performing CPR, Terrence starts vomiting up something. And because this is a fancy private hospital, the doctors had the capability to turn off all the screens and the machines remotely. But wait, I want you to also notice that the ventilator was off as well. You can see it in the background here. The dad is trying to turn it on at this point in the video. About 20 or 30 minutes into this live, the hospital clearly saw that they were recording and doing everything on a live. They turned on the machine again for the ventilator, again, remotely, and they turned all of the heart monitoring stuff back on. Why would they turn all of the equipment back on if they weren't doing something shady? Why would they turn the equipment back on if Terrence was dead and this was just a family not being able to process it? I don't know what any of this means, honestly. So if anybody is a medical professional out there and could tell me what this means, I would love that. But this was the point that the cops were called on the family and they were forcibly removed from the hospital. So we have no idea what happened to Terrence after the family left this room. All we know is that he died. This needs to be investigated as a homicide. And I know that this isn't the first family that they've done this to, because the nurses specifically told this family that most of the people that come through this hospital are from out of state. And if they're registering out of state people as John Does and taking them off of life support after 72 hours, no, there is something wrong here.
Wow, y'all. That's crazy, y'all. They said he was breathing and moving and everything, and the doctor told them to take. I don't there's no explanation to this. I don't even understand this. What? This is crazy. Yeah, this should be all over the news. If it weren't for TikTok, I would have never knew nothing about it. I clicked on it. I was thinking they was talking about the actor Terrence Howard. When I clicked on it, then I looked at it and started checking it out and everything. I'm like, oh, this should be mainstream news and everything, but they're not talking about this. And that's crazy. And like Kano said, I'm gonna put your message up on the screen, Kano. He said, yeah, the IV gets people into induced coma and they tell you to keep the patient comfortable. Yep. Right, so they gonna feel, ain't no pain, nothing they did to my brother. And I got to the hospital. I took his IV off, and my brother woke up in like 5 minutes, y'all. That's crazy, y'all. Like, that's crazy. They be doing this stuff deliberately and everything. This cruel shit just for monetary gain. This shit crazy, y'all. And I ain't know I couldn't say that word. I ain't gonna say that name no more about those people who run the world. I'm about to start saying red shields and everything, because they definitely is censoring the chat, monitoring everything, and the AI is working everything. So I gotta work on not saying certain names and everything. It's crazy how we gotta like watch what we say and everything, man. This shit ain't right, y'all. But let's keep it going, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Salute to everybody in the building. Nudie, what's up?
Hospital, I'm telling you. In August 2022, the same group, Atrium, declared that Pastor Ryan Marlowe was brain dead after he got listeria and it caused a traumatic brain injury to the stem of his brain. After 2 weeks, they declared that he was brain dead and told his wife that they were going to start preparing for organ donation. Then on August 29th, his doctor called his wife and said that there was a rare circumstance and that they called in an expert panel and discovered that they made a mistake and that her husband did not pass away. Despite this,
what the fuck? The same hospital, y'all, declared somebody brain dead and everything, said they passed away, but they retracted everything they said. It's like, oh no, that was a mistake. He didn't pass. What?
They told her that he was still basically brain dead, and all they were going to do was change the time of death from that Sunday to that Tuesday, the same day that they were going to be harvesting the organs. While the family was saying goodbyes, Ryan's feet started to move. The team was literally standing there waiting to take him, and she told the nurse to stop everything. And she insisted that they test him for more brain functions. Turns out he had blood flow to his brainstem after all. Any of this sounding familiar? But wait, I was able to find somebody who was looking for a lawyer because his 26-year-old brother had passed away unexpectedly on April 9th of 2023. The hospital had diagnosed him with bleeding in the brain, resulting in him being brain dead. On April 2nd, a CT scan was performed and they found bleeding on the brain. At this point, the doctors didn't do anything to try and stop the brain bleeding. On the 3rd, an apnea test was performed, but he was unresponsive. On April 4th, one of the doctors signed a death certificate for him without the family's consent while he was on life support. On April...
What the fuck? How can a doctor sign a death certificate for somebody without the families? I don't understand. Like, that doctor should face some troubles or something, right? Like, what the man?
April 5th, there was no changes in his condition, and the doctors stopped providing him with medication. When his blood pressure spiked, like Terrance's did, they told the doctors, at which the family was told that they were no longer providing any treatment. Finally, after they insisted, a nurse gave him blood pressure meds. They never performed any more CT scans after April 2nd to check for brain activity after he was told that he was still sensitive to pain. All nutrition was stopped and no transfers to any other hospitals were available because the death certificate was prematurely signed. I'm still in the early stages of my research, but I'm telling you guys, there is something wrong with this case. There is something wrong with this hospital group. There's something going on.
Hey everyone, just wanted
to... Yep, y'all. It's the money. You know what I'm saying? I remember we did a stream and it showed how much them organs be going for. So it definitely is. It's them organs. Right. 250K for a kidney, 500K for a heart. Makes you think. Definitely makes you think. Like, I seen somebody in the chat say, and you wonder why a lot of homeless people end up missing and unalived, and you never hear anything about them, and they just disappear and everything. Like, man, organ trafficking and harvesting is definitely going on, y'all. It's definitely going on. And that story right there we was just watching is a prime example of it. And then I seen Truth Lady mention Kanika Jenkins. I remember her too, that young girl from Chicago, man, that basically was unalive mysteriously. in that hotel room and everything. And I don't even know if anybody really came. The conclusion was concluded to this day. Like, we still don't know what really happened or whatever, but it's definitely going on, y'all. So be careful, y'all. Be safe. Be careful out here, man. And if you end up in the hospital, make sure you know where you're going, man. Don't go to one of these old, man. I don't even know what to say because you don't know who evil and who's not, man. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Give you an update on that boar's head meat recall. Remember a couple of days we said 200,000 pounds of meat had been recalled. Now it is actually 7 million additional pounds of meat. So this is a massive recall on top of a massive recall. If you remember, it was liverwurst. I think I saw hot dogs this morning, various bolognas and hams, salamis and bacon. So if you have that product, either throw it out. I think you can also, and I've looked at a lot of reports, you can kill listeria by heating up the food, but nonetheless, very scary because 2 people have died. 34 illnesses have been reported in 13 states, and also that includes hospitalization. So just make sure that you're very careful. The USDA now says that the meats were packaged with sell-by dates from July 29th through October 17th. But again, 7 million additional pounds of boar's meats now recalled.
I need a farmer to answer this question for me. Why is everything getting contaminated with listeria? Okay. Boar's Head, just recall, they upped the number of pounds that they're recalling their deli meat to 7 million pounds of deli meat for listeria contamination, which is literally taking the lives of people, right? So that's a problem. Then I just seen that Aldi and Kroger has issued a huge recall for their produce, their dips, their prepackaged crap. I don't know, but for listeria again. Earlier in the year, some company had to recall all of their sour cream, milk, cheese products for what? Take a guess. Listeria. Why listeria? Is it because people are cutting corners or something with I don't know how that is, what the connection is there, but why is listeria such a problem right now? Everything is getting recalled for listeria, and if it hasn't gotten recalled yet, it's finna. So some farmer explain to me what's going on with listeria.
Hey, right. For it to just all of a sudden come and contaminate all this stuff, all the meats and all this shit and everything, out of nowhere. Sometimes I'll be thinking a lot of this stuff is planned. You know what I'm saying? It's deliberately done. And it's a cruel world we living in, y'all. And JB, I seen when you said, Sonya Massey, the lady who lost her life to the cop, you know what I'm saying, that pewed her in her face. You know what I'm saying? That sad situation. Could that situation be an organ trafficking or harvesting type situation? And it's a possibility. I wouldn't rule it out. You know what I'm saying? It might be all connected. Who to say that they don't send cops to unalive a person for, you know what I'm saying, for the organs or whatever? It's a possibility, y'all. I'm not ruling nothing out. I wouldn't put nothing past no one. You feel me? It's crazy out here. Serious, what's good, fam? What's up, everybody in the building? Cherokee, Nudie, everybody, man. Good to see everybody. Sweet Tea, what's up? Let's keep it going, y'all. Let's keep it going. This shit crazy out here, y'all. 2024 been crazy.
Chocolate milk in 2024. Thought we'd throw the jug out, and it's clogging the sink. This is real. It's moolah chocolate milk. And we started dumping it out, and look at that. It won't even come out.
Man, what the
That is chocolate milk. Here's the name brand. Upside down, of course. It's taken us trying to get it down the sink. Look at it.
Oh my God, y'all.
Look at that. It's bouncing like rubber.
Imagine that on the inside of you. Oh my God.
This is chocolate milk. I promise you, the Lord is my witness. We have done nothing to this milk but buy it and put it in the refrigerator. We are freaked out about this.
Oh my God.
Look at that. That's not normal. Put that, show the sink. It's not even moving. This ain't normal, guys. Let's see if we can't even rinse this out.
It's like that fake ice cream.
But I was drinking this before and decided it had been in the fridge too long.
Oh my God, y'all.
It's still stuck to the walls in there. Look at it. That's whoop. That's not okay.
That's disgusting.
What did they put in here?
Leaving America was the best decision that I ever made. First thing I realized leaving America, these motherfuckers be brainwashing, capping, they be lying to you guys left and right. Bro, none of these damn countries are damn dangerous, bro. It does not make sense. And the reason why I say that is because I've already been to Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, the Philippines, and now I'm in Bali, Indonesia. Bruh, if you in America right now, I want you to do research on Vietnam, on Thailand, on damn Philippines. All you're gonna see is don't go there. It's so damn dangerous. You're gonna get robbed and you're not gonna make it back home. And bruh, it's a fucking lie. And it just blows my mind when I hear people saying be careful out there in these countries. To be honest, is America safe? New York safe? Is LA safe? Is Detroit safe? Absolutely not. So how the hell are you living in a place that is not safe and then you're saying that other countries are not safe? It doesn't make sense. And now I'm living in these countries and I'm telling you right now, I want you to do some research on New York. In New York right now, for rent, you could be spending somewhere around $2,000 to $3,000 a month. Do you know that right now my budget in all 5 of these countries that I've been to was literally $1,500, everything included? My hotel that I'm going to right now is $10 a damn night.
Wow.
Where the hell are you gonna get that? If you do $10 a night times 30 days, that comes out to $300 damn for.
At this point, I'm thinking America is a damn near third world country. You know what I'm saying? The way we living over here, with everything being compromised, our food, the way of living, inflation, everything up, how they trying to just keep us all divided and they trying to make it hard on everybody, like purposely, you know what I'm saying? It's like they doing all this stuff purposely and everything. I feel like we in a third world country and they always make it seem like all these other countries, like, oh yeah, it's horrible over there and everything. But like my man said, you got to go see for yourself. Like, I'm pretty sure like a lot of these other countries are beautiful and definitely not going through probably a small percentage of the stuff we going through over here in America. I bet they ain't fucking with their foods and doing all that type of stuff and everything. Like, we over here, man, we live this is the Truman Show. Definitely. It's like a lot of weird shit going on. Hey, salute to Dustin too. Dustin just sent that cash app. I just got it, fam. I just see it right here, man. Appreciate you so much, Dustin. Much love to everybody in here, y'all. Let's keep it going. My bad.
Rent, bruh. Y'all need to wake up. Follow me on my YouTube. I'm literally documenting my whole journey, cash travel, and I'm trying to show you guys that America is bullshitting you guys. And I'm telling you, leaving America is going to be the best decision of your life.
So here's breaking news. On August 8th, 2024, we're going to be jumping timelines. According to Project Looking Glass, which it's a secret government project. How the hell do we know about this? Damn it, man. We know about it from this guy right here, who made the claim back in June. So if you're unfamiliar with what Project Looking Glass is, it's a secret government project which we somehow know about that uses quantum computing and advanced technology to look at other timelines, the future, and alter our timeline, or to force a timeline jump. And how would they do that? How could they force a timeline jump? Right. Have you ever heard of collective consciousness? Because that's basically what it sums up to. Project Looking Glass discovered that if you get enough people that are thinking about and manifesting the same thing, you could alter the timeline. And
that makes sense. That makes sense. that definitely makes sense. That's why they be doing everything through the media, the mass media, all this stuff and everything, like, because they get everybody in one state, one mood. Like if everybody in fear, or if everybody, you know, all this type of different stuff and everything, it's just that energy be so powerful that they make it happen. Like, man, it's crazy.
TikTok, I'm just joking. This is all for shits and giggles, entertainment purposes only, and whatnot. The fall of the Soviet Union was thought to be the direct result of Project Looking Glass manifestation. And I can see everybody rolling their eyes. So how do you jump all of humanity into a different timeline? All you would need is a catastrophic event that would induce fear into the general public. When people are in a state of fear and confusion, they are less effective at manifesting their own desires, making the reality of today easier to manipulate by outside forces. They just need enough people to be afraid to do what they want to do. And who's they? I have no idea. Obviously, how am I supposed to know this shit? This is a secret government project. How am I supposed to know this? I'm just a dude from Missouri with a cat that walks in the cemetery. But they sure did pick an interesting date to do this on August 8th, 2024. Because the coincidences that surround August 8th, 2024, it's just too much. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about the time traveler, Donald J. Trump. But that's for another video. Don't let them manipulate you this week. Be in control of your own consciousness. Fuck Project Looking Glass. Damn it, man. The other Donald Trump video is coming. I promise.
Man. Crazy, y'all.
Evolution of the Terranium. There were other extraterrestrial forces that weren't originally wanting to participate in the Terranium experience, in the experiment of creating the Terranium, that decided they wanted to take it in their own direction. So they came and they interbred with some of them. They distorted the gene code of the original Terranium. And because of that distortion, there was a certain clarity of consciousness that was lost by the Terranium. Some of their race began to digress. They began to lose touch with, they had a consciousness that felt total at one-ment with God. And it was a state of love and joy and beauty that's very hard to describe. When they got involved with some of the other extraterrestrial groups that did not have that high of a gene code, it reduced their own. And it also reduced their ability to identify that strongly with the God presence, with the harmonious operations of the universe. So some of them evolved into a species called the Atlanteans. Not the Atlanteans, but Atlanteans. There's only one T in that name. That was where our original race memories of Atlantis actually came from. It came from Harmonic 2 in Atlantean. They began to have problems with what we would term here ego. They began to see themselves as very powerful, and they began to see power as something not to be used just in love and in service to the universe, but as something that they could collect and use against other beings. There was a large group of them in power in the Atlantean civilization. There was a group of them called the Templar Solar Initiates, who were appointed as the guardian keepers of certain of the energy dynamics of planet Tera. It was a very, very sacred position, and it was given to them by something called the Sirian Council from the planetary star systems of Sirius. They had given them, because the ones from Sirius were part of the parentage of the Terranium race, and they had entrusted their children with this very, very sacred job. Well, the Templar Solar Initiates goofed up big time, to put it mildly. Our Atlantean memories, which we all have at some level, deep down in our gene code, are the memories of what the Terranium did to Tera in their abuse of power. And what they did was they used certain crystalline technologies, which are chelantic technologies, as was discussed in some of the other classes that I gave. They used them in a way that caused implosions and then explosions within the energetic grid of planet Tera. Part of planet Tera, not the whole thing, but part of it broke off. Its energetic form dismantled instead of being together. When a planet or a being begins to dismantle itself energetically, that is the opposite of evolution. It is de-evolution. It is moving backwards and digressing into something less than what it was, rather than evolving into something that it was supposed to become. So the Terranium race from the second harmonic universe began to digress and abuse power. and how because of that abuse of power that the planet Tera underwent a tragedy where a part of its substance was literally blown apart. Now, where did that substance go? It left the second harmonic universe. It dismantled itself in energy terms, and it fell in vibration. It fell in speed. Its particles began to pulse slower. It ended up in the first harmonic universe. The fragments of Tera became our solar system. And there are 12 planets. One of them imploded a long time ago. It was called Maldak. And we have an asteroid belt now, I believe, where that once was. There's another planet that hasn't been discovered yet. It's called Nibiru. And that's considered basically the 12th planet. And the sun is also considered a planet. So when the fragment came off of Tera from the second harmonic universe, it came into the first harmonic universe, and it created our Big Bang.
So basically, we was already in the advanced state in 5D, and then we went back into 3D. Now we finna go back into 5D, or like, man, it'd be too much going on.
The numbers are a bit off as far as where our scientists think the Big Bang occurred. It did occur, but not exactly for the reasons they think. And the planet existed before that Big Bang occurred. But what we are calling our solar system and the planets here were actually part of the planet Tera from the second harmonic universe. So our universe came into being this way, our solar system came into being this way, not our galaxy, just our solar system. The souls of the people who were on that portion of Tera when it exploded and disintegrated, they were killed. But when their bodies are killed, where does their consciousness go? Because they were part of an explosion, the energy structures, what we call particide grids, of their bodies and of their consciousness were also ripped apart. They dropped in vibration. They also ended up down here in the first harmonic universe. And if it were not for what was attempted and succeeded after that occurrence, those souls would have become part of what's called the unified field of energy within dimensions 1, 2, and 3. They would have become the firmament and the substance that other species would evolve with and through, rather than retaining a sentient identity of their own. They would lose all complete orientation of consciousness as a Taurinaceum. And they would start their evolutionary process from a lower level than they originally started it in the first place. Because the evolutionary strain of the Taurinaceum did not start down here. It started in the second harmonic universe. They were thrown all the way back down to the first, and they would have had to start basically as subatomic particles that make up, basic matter substance here.
There are
Wow, so they lowered the freak, man.
10 trucks of uranium that are going to illegally drive through Navajo indigenous land, and the Navajo chief has called for everybody to help stop these trucks. He's even called for the police, and the police did nothing, and are still letting these 10 trucks that are covered only by tarps. The trucks are covered by tarps at the top. So I have a CDL. I'm a truck driver. When you drive on trucks, these trucks are always moving. So when you're bouncing up and down, this uranium is falling out of these trucks, and it is poisoning these indigenous people's land. It poisons all of the water. It is highly toxic to the environment, and it is illegal. We need voices. We need you guys all to make videos about this. If you care about America, I need you to care about the indigenous people who are here, who rightfully had their people slaughtered and had so much of their rights taken away, to where stuff like this, their genocide, is still happening. Please go to the search filters, type in Navajo TikTok, and speak with indigenous people who need our help right now spreading this message. Share their videos.
Indigenous people are definitely been and still under attack. They always secretly attacking the indigenous people, y'all, for sure. You already know that. Somehow, some way, so we know that. It's crazy out here, y'all. Salute to everybody in the building, y'all. Do me a favor, make sure y'all hit that like button. Mr. Gaines was good. He said, how I like a video. You might, if you're on the TV, you got to press down. I don't know. I really don't know. I got to get on there and figure it out, fam. But I ain't tripping on the like, man. At least you in here. I appreciate you just being in here, man. Just catching some of this content with us and learning with each other, y'all. But let's keep it going.
The primary fish that people like to eat is salmon, okay?
Yes.
What people just recently found out about salmon a couple of years ago is they make a genetically modified version of it. Did you know that? Yes, so they make a genetically modified version. I think it was created in Canada. And then they started putting it in, you know, because it comes from Alaska and that area around Canada, okay? And so they take this genetically modified version and somehow incidentally combine it in the same waters with the natural salmon. You know what the genetically modified version started doing? You can look this up. It started eating the natural salmon.
Damn.
Like it started being it started eating, like you can look this up, like this. I'm not making this up. It's not a video. It's like it really happened. So what's really important is that. And then the third thing I'll tell you is that because the waters are so polluted in the ocean today.
Yeah.
You remember when they had that Fukushima incident in Japan and that radiation spilled out into the water?
Yeah.
Well, what people don't realize is that radiation continue out into the Pacific. A lot of the fish you'll see today, you'll notice like when fishermen are catching fish now, they're going inside of their mouth, pulling things out. Those are parasites.
Wow.
They're pulling parasites out of the fish mouth.
All of these markets are taking hits, and y'all never believe Max Azzarello. Y'all always call these people conspiracy theorists. Look, crypto lost $300 billion. Y'all didn't believe Max. Bitcoin just lost 30%, which is a record for its company. In America, popular stocks like Google, Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, and others collectively lost $500 billion overnight, bro. In the total, the U.S. lost $7 trillion, bro, in the last 7 days. And we know China as well has taken a huge hit. Plus, Warren Buffett's blowing up for selling basically half of his Apple stocks and taking out close to 10% of his Bank of America stock. Do y'all honestly think that
we definitely got to pay attention to this? Like the stock market crashing, like all these people selling like big amounts of their shares of stocks in these big companies and everything. Something's definitely going on. Like we can't ignore, you know what I'm saying, the actions and everything that's going on.
this is a coinky dink? Life is going to be hard for the people that ain't prepared. I promise you.
The stock market is absolutely getting wrecked today. In just this morning alone, over $2.9 trillion have been wiped away from the major stock indexes. This is the worst day in the stock market since March 16th, 2020 during COVID-19. Even worse is Japan's stock market. The Nikkei index is down over 6% on the day and broke 2 circuit breakers. According to Zero Hedge, this is the worst day for the Japanese stock market since Black Monday in 1987. Even the fear and greed index has hit extreme fear. So you're probably wondering, did this just fall out of the sky? Well, no, the US job data just came out. The US employment rate rose to 4.3%, and in July, we only reported 114,000 new jobs added, and the estimate was 185,000. Many are starting to say that the Fed waited too long to cut rates in its bid to stamp out inflation. Even though there has been signs of a rapidly cooling labor market, Fed Chair Jerome Powell indicated that the first rate cut wouldn't happen until September. As many of you probably know, Dr. Michael Burry was famous for shorting the 2008 market crash. I've been copying his trades on autopilot, and he has a massive position in gold, which is notoriously a position you would be in if you feel like a recession is on the horizon. So what do you think? Was the Fed too late to act? Are we possibly going back into a recession? Or are we going to get through this? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, make sure to give us a follow. We'll be tracking any hedge fund or Michael Burry activity along with this upcoming economic data cycle.
He said, are we heading back to a recession? It feel like we already in a recession. Shit. Everything up. Prices up. Inflation crazy right now. Like everything. Grocery stores. I'm talking about everything. Energy. Electric bill that went up. Gas. Motherfucking rent. Mortgages. Everything that went up. What's up, Eric? Like everything. I feel like we ain't down there. We like in the little mini right now. Like we like It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy right now, y'all. It's super crazy, but we're gonna keep it going, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. And like I say, y'all, just stay positive through it all, man. Just keep that good energy because that's what's gonna help. And that's what they can't stop. You know what I'm saying? And good energy and just spreading that good energy with everybody and everybody on the same wave and everything. It's powerful when everybody on that same wave and vibrating those good frequencies and everything, y'all. But it definitely feel like we in a recession right now. I don't know what. This shit crazy. Let's go.
Tell something about that 888 portal. Last year I was in Mississippi in a hotel. And the same thing that's happened to me now, it happened to me last year. I was warning the people, telling the people about Leo portal. Leo, Lionsgate portal is about your heart chakra. A lot of things gonna come to the surface, y'all. And that's only the emotions that we have suppressed because people didn't never allow us to be free to be. Express your true feelings, sit in what comes up, and through it all, say, this too shall pass. I'm coming out of this. I am victorious. Please use this energy. What they did was they altered the weather on the 8-8 portal last year, and it rained because people was online telling each other about the 8-8 portal, and it rained. You hear me? When that sun should have been shining. So no matter what the weather is, no matter what is going on, no matter who doing what, no matter who died, no matter what happens, stay positive. Speak life into you. This is what this portal is about. This portal is about being authentic and true. You see? And that's why they're trying to distract us. If you lose your house, this too shall pass, you're getting another one. If you lose your spouse, this too shall pass, you're getting another one. If you lose your job, this too shall pass, you're getting another one. Speak life, because they want us to be attached to people, places, and things, and we stay stuck energetically. Let go anything the universe is trying to take from you, because if they're trying to take it from you, it's not serving for your highest good, and they're trying to give you what will serve for your highest good. So
She basically saying the same thing, y'all. Just always stay positive through every situation. Speak life, like she's saying, and everything. And I know it's easier said than done, because like when somebody lose their job or they lose their house and everything, you go through that period and that little time, and that time go by. It's go by quick and everything. But when you actually experiencing it, you know what I'm saying, and you going and you in that moment, it's kind of hard. It's hard, but I just want to encourage everybody, anybody going through hard times or anything, just stay positive through it. You know what I'm saying? Just know it's only a temporary time. And like she said, it will pass and you will get through it. I done been in hard times plenty of times. And it's been times when I was like, man, like, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know how you going to get out of this shit. But just always just stay like, hey, it's going to be all right. Just stay positive and made it through. I can look back at times when I was fucked up and shit, I made it through, but I know it's easier said than done, but I just want to send, good energy to everybody, man. Stay on wave, y'all.
stay positive. Keep speaking life into you, speaking life into anybody who is discouraged, who is losing hope. Speak life into this too shall pass, y'all. This 888 portal is a positive portal, even if it might look like it's not. Because that's what they want it to look like. That is not positive. That doom and gloom. But no, it's not. Things got to shift in order for us to elevate, in order for things to change. If the first going to be last, the last going to be first, then goddamn it, something got to happen. So stay positive, 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 positive.
Right.
See, I know something is happening for my good at this truck. You see what I'm saying? I get time to stay in here. I've been walking. I've been sitting in the sun. I've been speaking life into people, trying to make videos to keep y'all uplifted, uplift each other. Don't
Right.
remember what them people doing with that government, with Kamala, with Biden, with Trump. Worry about
Right.
yourself, worry about your family. And if your family ain't acting right, get away from them. Don't let them pull you into that foolishness and miss this portal. What did he say? Look to the hill from whence cometh your help. All of your help comes from God. Y'all keep looking up in the sky. Get out there in that sun. Get out and connect with Mother Ground. Put your feet on the grass and recharge your mind, heart, and your spirit. Speak your true feelings in the moment and let that energy come and pass through you so you can release it. They're going to try to do something. Okay? They're trying to do everything to keep us distracted from the energies of the 888 portal, which is beneficial to us. Their time is up, but they're trying to snatch and harvest energy so that they can keep manipulating. And we trying to tell y'all, their time is up. Don't worry about what you're going to lose. Nothing is for you anyway. We just passing through. So if it's for you, it'll never pass you by. Because what's for you is for you. What God has for me, it is for me. Hey, oh my God. What God has for me, it is for me.
She had to hit
I
that
know
chorus.
without a doubt that God will bring me out. What God has for me, it is for me. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. It won't work. Love lift us up where we belong, where the eagles fly on a mountain high. Love is the answer, y'all. Who cares what the question is? We shall rise. We coming out of this. This too shall pass. We are victorious. And don't y'all forget it. Don't let this energy pass y'all by. Fooling around with the foolery. That's why they putting on this
No, she's
Captain
singing
Doug
in
show
choir.
heavy. But let them watch that show themselves. We're going to be speaking life into each other. We're going to be out there in that sun. We're going to be grounded. We're going to be speaking life into ourselves and life into each other. And the hell with what they're doing. Let them do what they're doing. Because this thing got to shift. We coming up to the top. We coming to the forefront. Yes? Get out of the way. Here I go. Here I go. Because ain't no stopping us now.
Man,
We're on the move. We got it.
you know she on the board at church. Hey, you know she in the choir. She on the board. Everything in church, y'all. But she right, though. You know what I'm saying? Keep that positive energy going. And 888 is what? What's the date? Today is the 6th. 2 days. So Thursday is 888. Man, like I never even thought 888 was a portal day or anything like that. Like it, and getting on TikTok, coming across a lot of these videos and everything, you learn so much. But I know one thing, they wouldn't want everybody on 888, you know what I'm saying, manifesting and meditating good energy, good positive energy. So everybody on one track, you know what I'm saying? That'd be so powerful all across the world. Everywhere, everybody just, you know, meditating and giving off good positive energy and everything. Everybody on one accord, not no negative shit. They definitely don't want that. So I see why they not even putting it out, or too many people don't know nothing about it. You feel me? So we go see. We go see in 2 days what's going on, y'all. But we gonna stay positive. I don't know if a shift gonna happen or what, but we gonna
This
see.
is one thing you're going to need to do if you want to thrive during the Lionsgate portal. It's only a week away. If you're new to my channel, I'm international frequency alchemist Kimberly Sherry, helping rebellious truth seekers live in their highest light quotient so we can all live long and prosper. A few reasons why this particular Lionsgate portal is on steroids. We have the height of the summer sun, we have the sun in Leo, which is a very amplifying energy, and we have the brightest star in the sky, also in alignment with all of these energies, the star Sirius. So the energies of Sirius are, seriously, are said to amplify the energies of abundance. And then you have 8-8, which is infinity, but we have 3 this year. So this is super powerful. But this is the one reason why this may not work in a good way for a lot of people. This portal doesn't care what it amplifies, and it's going to amplify everything in your field. If you have lack mindsets, you're going to get that amplified. If you have a lot of fear and anger and rage in your field that maybe you don't even know about, it's all going to get amplified. So the most important thing that you need to do to have a successful passage through this portal is to make sure you clear all the stuff that's in the way. And if you don't know how to do that, find someone that can help you, or here's a suggestion. We just finished our monthly luminary activation that was all in preparation for the Lionsgate portal. We cleared a record number of spells and curses, and it was an incredibly powerful activation. It was even very emotional for me. So the link's in the bio, and you'll also get access to the entire library of activations.
I share this with you. It's something that's just popped into my head that's come through to me. And if you want to learn how to manifest like an absolute manifesting pro, this Lionsgate portal, then you are going to want to hear this. So if you don't know, we've got we're in the Lionsgate portal at the moment, but it reaches its peak on the 8th of August. And this year it's going to be particularly a really potent portal because we're also in the year 2024. So added up is 2 + 2 + 4 = 8. So we've got an 888 portal. So it's going to be huge this year. And the Lionsgate portal, when it reaches its peak on the 8th, it's considered the most powerful day for manifesting, for transformation. There's just so much potential in the air that day. And we can really set some powerful intentions and put our manifestations out to the universe on that day. So we need to be very kind of mindful of what it is we want to manifest, what we're thinking, how we're feeling over the coming days, and especially on the 8th of the 8th.
Hey, and then again, I'm thinking, could this date be like, could this be like all planned and they just be sometimes throwing these dates out here and for a hidden agenda or something? You know what I'm saying? Maybe they be doing this on purpose or something. Then again, I don't know. There's a lot of people that know about these, dates and portals and everything. And I don't know, y'all. I'm just up in the air about everything because it's just hard to trust and believe everything or what's going on in today's world because there's so much trickery going on, so much hidden shit going on. Like, we just don't know. But regardless of it all, like I always say, just stay positive, y'all. Keep that good energy because you never know, you know what I'm saying? And it's just vibrating in those high frequencies and everything, that'll help protect you as well. So
now, when there is these sort of big portals of energy, and we're kind of told that there's this big manifesting potential on those days, I find myself, I kind of almost go into a little bit of a panic mode about it. Like, oh my God, I've got to be positive. I've got to be happy. I've got to be putting out all these wonderful thoughts out into the world. And you kind of find yourself spiraling and self-sabotaging. And I think that's quite a common thing that happens to a lot of people. First of all, we shouldn't be pushing our negative thoughts, feelings and emotions away. We absolutely shouldn't be doing that. And we shouldn't be doing it on these powerful, auspicious days. We shouldn't be putting pressure on ourselves to feel happy and positive, because these thoughts, feelings and emotions that come through that don't feel so good or so nice in our system, they're in our system because we need to clear them out, and we're bringing them up to the surface to release them. They're stories that we've told ourselves, they're experiences that we had when we were younger, and we gave them meanings that we should never have given them because it wasn't the reality, but at the time it was kind of what we believed in, and then we've just carried on believing it.
Right, just like you said, we shouldn't like look for these days and everything to be like be positive and be manifesting and meditating and all this type of stuff. We should be doing that every day. You should be feeling good and be happy every day. That's why I be saying take it day by day. Stay on wave every day. Stay positive every day. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be just specific days and everything. Like, that's what I be, that's what kind of make me, have a I'll be thinking like, damn, why this specific day everybody should be, on one accord or whatever. Like, shit, every day, y'all. Every day.
So they're literally telling us that there's lessons telling us what needs to be cleared from our system. So over the next coming days, really start to get clear about what it is that you want to manifest, what you want to bring into your life. And as you do so, when any negativity comes through, any kind of lower vibrational feelings, any thoughts, anything that just feels uncomfortable, really go into that uncomfortableness. Don't be frightened of it. Embrace it and allow it to come through, allow it to surface. And as you do, it will be released from your system. So don't be frightened of any negativity over the next coming days. Embrace it. And I mean really embrace it, because that is going to be way more powerful. That's going to really help you get to where you need to be. Pushing all this stuff away, pretending to be positive and happy when you're not, is literally the worst thing that you can do. And it's it's almost dangerous thing that the spiritual world kind of can promote, I think, too much. We shouldn't be pretending to be happy and positive when we're not. We need to clean out our system. We need to bring up to the surface what's been holding us back, because all these thoughts, beliefs and emotions that we have are things that we've been holding on to since childhood. So until we address them, until we embrace them and allow them to surface, they're just going to keep playing out over and over again throughout your entire life. So this is a really good opportunity over the next couple of days, when the energies are quite high and intense, to bring that stuff up to the surface and allow it to clear. And not only will we clear this in a very powerful way over the next coming days, it's going to make room for our manifestations to come into fruition, because we've cleared out the density, the toxicity, we've let it all go, and we've embraced the new in doing so. So don't push your feelings away over the next few days. Allow it, and you will manifest like a pro, I promise you, over the Lionsgate portal. So I'm going to be sharing more about the portal over the coming days, so make sure you give me a follow, and I will speak to you later.
I feel it, y'all. We gonna see. We gonna see a few days how everybody feeling and everything, but it's crazy out here, y'all. Just be aware. Be aware of everything, y'all. Be aware of what you're eating. Be aware of your surroundings. If you're getting hurt or sick or anything, be aware of what hospital you're going to and everything. It's just so much out here, man. It's a lot. But regardless, man, make sure you try to keep that good energy around you and stay on wave, y'all. Stay vibrating those good high frequencies. Stay positive and everything, y'all. That's how I do it. I just take it day by day, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't be stressing none of that. Any problems or dilemmas we run into and everything, I treat it as like, hey, fuck it. Don't even give it no energy. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. You feel me? But I appreciate everybody who tapped in. Much love to everybody, all my moderators. Appreciate the super chats, y'all. Content management, everybody, wherever you tapped in from, salute to y'all. Much love to everybody, man. I'm sending good energy to everybody. Also, y'all follow my other channel. Let me see. I think I got it right here. Nope, I'm gonna put it in the chat right here. Y'all follow my other channel. I'm looking for people to interview, and well, I don't know where it's at. It's Keep It a Thou. That's the name of the channel. Keep It a Thou. Keep It a Thou show. I'm looking for intriguing people with intriguing stories and everything that want to be interviewed on the podcast, or if you want to just tap into like my personal life, gaming and all that type of stuff, check out some stuff, man. Just follow the new channel, and I appreciate all y'all. Much love to y'all. Peace and love to y'all. I'll see y'all soon. Stay on wave, y'all. This your boy Thou, FamOverTV. Peace.
Fam over.